A remote studio allows you to go just about anywhere, space permitted, and produce a show live on tape or a sporting event live on tape, or you also have the ability to go live to the community anywhere on campus if the proper connections are present. The first thing you need to do is set up the different boxes in the correct order. All the boxes are labeled on the top front. Going from left to right, 1. The complex. The complex is the guts of the remote pack. When setting this up, you should keep it on the floor or on its dolly. 2. The switcher. 3. Replay with NTSC box on top. 4. Audio. 5. CG. And 6. The announcer box. The announcer's box goes wherever the announcers are going to sit to see the game. For football, it's up in the crow's nest on top of the press box. In basketball, it's behind the scorer's table. The announcers will also need a field monitor. Make sure all the boxes are on a very strong table. Once the boxes are in order, remove the front and back covers. Place all of the covers in a neat pile out of the way. Now we can connect all the boxes. There is a blue box labeled harnesses. This box contains all the cables needed for setup. Take all of the colored harnesses and go to the back of the complex. Each colored harness corresponds with a colored section on the back of the complex and a colored section on the back of another box. Grab your first colored harness and connect your XLR and BNC cables. Each cable is labeled with a number that corresponds to the outlet on the boxes. Continue this process until all the harnesses are connected to the proper box. Remember, if your cable is not matching up, you may have the wrong end. Start with the other end and take your time. This is not a race. There will be one black BNC cable in the harness box that you will connect from the switcher to the NTSC. There will be 4 reels. One is audio for the announcers, and one for each of the cameras. There will be 1 orange and 2 black. Set the reels next to the complex box and pull the cord to where your cameras will be located. There is 1 orange BNC cable and 2 black harnesses in the harness box. Connect one end of the harness to the outlets on the reel and the other end to the camera outlets on the back of the complex. Now plug your laptop into the back of the CG box. All of the boxes can run off of one power source, but in order for this to happen, we need to connect all of the boxes with power cords. In the bottom back side of each box, there is a power cord. Starting with the intercom power cord, plug in to the CG box. Then plug the CG into the audio box. Plug the audio power cord and the NTSC power cord into the replay box. Then plug the replay power cord into the switcher. After that, plug the complex power cord into the switcher, and finally, connect the switcher to the large power cord that is located in the harness box. Now plug into a power source and you should be good to go. On the back of each box, in the lower right-hand corner, is a red power switch. Turn each power switch on. Setting up the cameras. The basic setup will have 3 cameras and 3 tripods. Make sure that you have 2 arms for each camera. Once the camera is set up, remember to stay close to your camera at all times. The bright orange box is the Camplex. It must be hooked up to the 390 camera only. Once you have your camera and tripod set up, take the orange cord from the reel and plug it into the Camplex box. Now take the short, thick black cord from your orange box and connect the Camplex box to the camera. The focus and zoom controls will also be located in the orange box. They plug into the camera and then attach to the arms of the tripod. The Camplex does not need a separate intercom box. Just plug your headset into the Camplex box. In the orange box, you will also find a viewfinder that attaches to the top of your camera and plugs into the side. The other 2 blue boxes contain equipment for the other 2 cameras. You will also need a separate intercom box and XLR cable, which can be found in the blue box labeled intercom. You can use any combination of 500s or 370s for these 2 cameras. Set up your 2 cameras and tripods. Now plug the cords from the black reels into the cameras. The BNC for video will plug into the front right side of the camera, and the BNC for Genlock will plug into the back right side. The setup for focus, zoom, and the viewfinder are the same as the Camplex camera. At this time, you can plug in your intercom box. The extra XLR will go back to the pack. Now, on the front of the boxes, first press the red button on the front of the Complex box. This turns on the Camplex. Now pull the switcher out of the switcher box. Turn on each of the monitors. Turn on your audio monitors. On the mixer, there are audio channels A and B. B is your master volume. On the announcer case, plug in your headset. They have special black headsets that go in here. Now you should be all set to produce a live show. Remember, this is not a race. It should take at least 10 people at least 2.5 hours to set up and troubleshoot the remote studio. There is no hurry. Take your time and ask questions if you are unsure of anything.